a month time we now watch phone bill. That's with the contract is a sure thing. How with the new floor plan name? Hybrid. If you don't know about it, then you better slide in. How we live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. Where you feel live? Hybrid life. Every living on the hybrid life. Jump in it. Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. Where you feel live? Hybrid life. Every living on the hybrid life.
With Flow's new hybrid plan, postpaid and prepaid come together as one, with no overages, no contract, no deposit, and no catch.
Hybrid.
Bundle up now and get 30 gigabytes of data and unlimited Flow calls for only $55 per month, plus a discounted smartphone.
You see the new phone plan that Flow made? You could turn postpaid to prepaid.
All right, so welcome back. This is Road to the Throne, a twist of our talking point on Mondays, right here on the nation station, the DBS, during our Carnival Celebrations 2023 Mas Alawi. Like I mentioned, we'll be highlighting, showcasing, and just having a nice little chit-chat with our ladies who have, just thrown their hearts into the ring of Miss Dominica 2023. And we start off for the program this morning with contestants number 1 and number 2. Let's go to Studio 2 and say good morning to our ladies with us this morning in Studio 2. That is right here with us this morning. Good morning. Welcome, ladies. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How you all doing this morning?
We're doing fine.
I'm doing great. Yes.
All right, and so like I mentioned, it's going to be a nice little chit chat where we, as our listeners and of course our viewers, get to see and get to know our ladies who are partaking in the Miss Dominica 2023 pageant. Of course, some of you. Pageantry might be something new to you, but the public like to get to know who the ladies are, where they're from, their likes and their dislikes. Okay, so let's start off with contestant number 1.
Hi.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, usually I describe myself with 3 words. So firstly, I would say I'm very outgoing, I'm very easygoing, very friendly, and I'm very adventurous. I'm also very genuine. Everything I do it out of heart. Mm-hmm. And lastly, I would say I'm very athletic because I am involved in a few sporting activities. I do play netball, football, handball, and I recently represented Dominica in the handball for the national team.
Wow, great stuff. So yes. You're an athlete, a sportswoman, a pageant lady as well. Tell us, about Meeya Francis, your age, where you're from originally, and what, your background was like.
Yes, so as you may be aware, my name is Meeya Francis. I am 21 years old, and I am from the community of Canefield. I am also currently an employee at the Canefield, Dominica. Yes, I was born and raised in Canefield. I grew up with only brothers. I'm the only girl. So basically, I'm kind of on the tomboyish side. But no, I have basically turned over to, pageantry and more ladylike.
All right, so you're from Canefield, employed at Clear Harbor, and you're 21.
Correct, yes.
All right, so let's shift from you for a bit and to join Miss Moesha Thomas. Welcome again. Good morning to you. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you for having me. I am 22-year-old Meeya Thomas, representing the community of Petite Soufriere. I am an individual who loves the outdoors. I am also a sports individual. I represented my country for 7 years regionally in track. That is why I'm vying on the platform. That's one of the reasons I'm vying on my platform. I believe in humility and patience, and most importantly, gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
What else can I say about me?
When you're employed?
Oh, yes. I am a French and physical education teacher at the Orion Academy.
All right. So we have a teacher among our contestants. So what it's like, the two right now, maybe the students are quite excited that Miss Thomas is into pageantry. Does it distract the class for a minute or two, or the children are excited, staff assisting whichever way they can?
Yes, I have a very supportive staff, and I'm so grateful for them. A few of the members make a part of my team, actually. As for my students, it's initially there were a lot of questions. So, Miss, when can we get our T-shirts? When are you being launched? What is the date of the show? How is everything going? When is the interview? They're very interested in my journey, and I'm so thankful for that. But it's ask a question before class begins, and when class starts, it's time for us to go.
That's right. The teacher has to ensure that everything is done right in classroom, because we're here for teaching, not about pageantry. Okay, so everyone somewhat at a point in time growing up, well, Meeya mentioned that she was somewhat like a tomboy, so I'm not too sure if she ever had that, just a dream, or just said to herself that, one day maybe you will see a Queen show and you decide, maybe one day I would try this. Meeya?
So when I was younger, I did had a keen interest in pageantry. I always used to like to watch Toddlers and Tiaras.
Ooh.
That was one of my favorite shows. And growing up, persons would tell me, like, you look like a model, your size, you're pretty, and so on, that they think I should participate in like a pageant competition or a Queen show and so on. So last year, I decided to take that step and put myself forward and went up for the show.
Okay, Moesha?
I believe I'm the opposite. I decided to try out Miss Dominica. Well, it came to mind a few years ago. And I only decided to take that step because I learned that the Miss Dominica pageant is a development program and not just glitz and glamour. Initially, I did not think I had the confidence to step on stage in front of so many people and showcase my talent and all of that. But from the start of my journey up to this moment, I have grown so much. I have seen myself go from a bundle of nerves always to being so calm now before interviews and before reviews. So,
well, from there on, we're going to just have the conversation. So it doesn't have to be, so you just feel like, just answering. You decided that. But were your family part of that decision, or you took the decision and you decide, or you mention it to your family and you had to seek their approval or their support for that?
So for me, actually, my brother was the one who firstly came to me and told me that he think I should actually go up for the show.
Your brother?
Yes. And the following week, I decided to go ahead and have the interview.
All right. Moesha?
my family is overall supportive. And so when I come with a particular decision or an idea, it's you have the potential, go for it. So it's not a matter of I came to them, brought up the idea and so on. It was something I sat all by myself, I thought about, and when I brought up the idea, I usually expect the pros and cons from them.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to label it out for me. Do you know what you're getting into?
Put everything on the table.
Yes, but their support was full on, and so there was no issue in that. No.
So often they say that the support it extends far from just the family, the friends, the loved ones. It goes with out towards the extension to the community that you are representing. What is it like, representing Petite Soufriere and Canefield in this Miss Dominica's pageant at this point? Initially,
I did not think I was going to get all the support that I have now.
Why?
I do not think of a Petite Soufriere as we're into culture. Mm-hmm. We're much into culture. We will come out for especially the Creole season for sure. But pageantry, it's not something that every year we're represented by. Mm-hmm. And so I went forward with that in mind. Mm-hmm. However, when we did our first official introduction to the public, I received so much support. The people of Petite Soufriere came on board, sent me messages wishing me the best of luck and trusting that I would do them well.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
What about you, Meeya?
So I share the same thing with Moesha. At first, I didn't believe that I would have like so much support throughout the pageant because not much people know me in the area. I'm always like to myself at home, but so far the support has been great, especially from the Maho, Masak, and the Canefield communities. They have come on board and showed me their full support. I felt the love last Saturday for my opening. It was really great, I must say.
All right. So, Meeya, tell us a little bit about your launch. You were launched on Saturday, which was also the opening parade for Maho as well.
Yes.
What was that?
That was a very great experience. I really felt loved on that day. The people came up to me, take pictures, and ask me questions, give me supportive words. It was really great. I must say yes.
Okay. Well, Moesha, I know that your launch will be sometime this weekend.
Friday. It's on Friday.
Friday.
Yes.
Tell us, how excited was the plans? Are everything in place for that already?
My chaperone my chaperone and my team is doing an amazing job at putting everything together. I am looking forward to that, and I know the people of Petite Soufriere are also looking forward to that experience.
All right. Now, you ladies are partaking in this pageant for 2023 on some platforms. Quite interesting platforms, I must say, this time around. Tell us about your platform, what your platform is about, why you chose that platform, and maybe just what are you seeking to gain from presenting that platform in the Miss Dominica pageant.
My platform is mental health in men, specifically. I do believe that mental health overall is important, both in men and women. However, over the past few years, I have experienced experiences with persons who suffered from mental illnesses. So the first instance I had was with a family friend. He was going through depression. He had issues at home, and he tried speaking to his friends, even family, and he was pushed away. Currently, this person is a vagrant in Roseau. My second instance was with also a family friend. He was going through depression. He tried reaching out, speaking, and he was actually pushed away and even judged. Eventually, this person committed suicide. So these two issues basically gave me the eye-opening to bring awareness specifically for our men, because I do believe that our men voices are silent. We think that men should be strong. They should be the head of the household. And we basically push away their feelings. We don't listen to them, and we even judge them. And what we fail to also realize that if we do ignore their mental states, we too as women are getting the effects. We have seen it recently with domestic violence and so on. So I would really like to be an advocate for our men in Dominica, and eventually even in the region as well, because this issue is happening all over the Caribbean. And I would like to see more things being done for our men. If we can open safe houses where they can go in, speak to peer counselors, express themselves, that would be really great for them.
No, that's a very interesting platform that you are, just taking up the mantle on that. Mental health in men. Quite often, like you mentioned, that we see men at the strongholds of maybe not just the family but the communities and so forth, and we believe they don't cry, they don't hurt, and they don't have to express themselves. We see when they express themselves and their feelings as a form of weakness, but no. Quite interesting for a young lady. I guess as your only daughter among the family with all the brothers.
Yes.
So your brothers might be quite, proud of you at this time, just going out there and fight for men in mental health.
Definitely. My brothers and I do have a very close relationship, so they feel free to talk to me about anything, be it just a business idea or just advice. They will come and talk to me. And also with myself, I'm open with them as well. So I must say they play a very important part with this platform.
All right, thank you so much for that. And after this pageant, I'm hoping that you mentioned that you want to be an advocate for that. Find some associations or organizations, to be associated with to assist in, sensitizing the public in the importance of, mental health in men.
Yes.
All right, Moesha, your platform, another quite interesting one as well.
I am vying on the platform empowering women through sports. My platform was originally inspired by my experience as a track athlete and a coach. But also I decided to stick with that platform because of the opportunities that sports provide to not only women but young girls as well. And when I think about sports, when we speak about sports, we sort of stick to the career options. We tend to focus on becoming a coach, an athlete, a sports nutritionist, a psychologist. But I wanted to bring attention to the values that sports can impact on an individual. I wanted to bring forward that sport brings discipline and self-awareness and resilience, determination, and all of these are qualities that women, especially in this age, we need. We are moving towards a world that is more gender equal. And although in Dominica we are doing so well with that, we are not only preparing our women for Dominica. You travel, you vacation in other countries, you study in other countries, and you need these qualities to help you go through all that comes your way. Therefore, this is what I'm advocating for. What I want to do, the attention that I want to bring to that, should provide more opportunities for girls and women to go into sports. I know that Dominica has so many talented athletes, and what we can do is provide more opportunities for them, more scholarship opportunities. And with all of the sporting events that we have, it is important to seek higher cash prizes or other incentives, because that will invite women or young girls to get into sports, to take a chance on that. You know, sometimes we feel as though we have to choose between academics and sports because it takes a lot. Both take quite a bit.
But why not do the two?
Why not do the two? And if we know that there are opportunities in sports, if we know that it is possible to thrive and succeed in sports, then it's easier for us to try harder to maintain the both of them. When the pageant is over, with or without the crown, I'm saying I want to continue to advocate for the women in sports. My initial plan is to invite successful women to speak to young ladies who may be thinking about sports or not too sure if that is something they want to get into. When you hear people who have succeeded in something speak to you, it's better. You hear of what they've gone through, you hear of the challenges that they have faced, and that they still came out on top, that they still succeed regardless of all of that. It boosts your enthusiasm, stimulates your enthusiasm to work for that. And with all the sponsors, with all of the event managers, with the Dominica Olympic Committee, with the Dominica Track Committee, all of these people trying their absolute best to boost sports in Dominica, it's important that we all get on board to push for that.
No, it's quite interesting that you mentioned that, and you being an advocate for that as well. You being a shining example, of empowering women through sports. You've been a track athlete. You're a coach, you're a teacher, you have gone the miles that you can say that you have done it, you've been through it, and you can now, impact on the lives of young women, young girls, as well as particularly those in your close reach as you're a teacher.
Yes.
So how is that working for you, especially the students at the Orion Academy?
2 years ago, we've always, at the Orion Academy, the students have always represented our track meets. And because that is what my focus has been on, because that's what I've experienced in, we tend to represent each year in the national track meet. One of the students brought up the idea of a track club, because she mentioned that she did not only want to train closer to the event. My advice was to join one of the national teams. One of the clubs in Dominica.
Right.
Yes. But she convinced me. It did not take much, but she said that what if we have our own team, right there, own club, an after-school program. And although things are very hectic now, I am for sure going to start that right after well, as soon as I have some time, we're going to look into putting that together. And it's not only that young lady who is interested in the club. There are other students, those who participated in the past track meets, and also students who are willing to come on board with that to better prepare themselves for the track meets to come.
No, it seems like between you two ladies, you know, you're very passionate about your platform. Having to being experienced or being close to events that's associated with your platforms. If you we have people listening, but particularly young ladies, within Dominica and Farish, internationally, what would you say about platforms, being an advocate, standing for something that deep down inside it's right, making a change, making an impact on society, especially among young women? What would you say to them?
Well, I would say it's very important because here in Dominica we go through a lot of issues that are basically covered or not addressed. So being an advocate for a specific issue, making people aware of the issues and even how we can have those resolved is a really great idea. So I would like to advise everyone listening, especially to our young girls, stand up for what you believe. Stand up for something very important and make the world know and do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Moesha?
I know of people who have beautiful ideas, bright ideas to change our country, to improve our country, but it's a matter of they sit by themselves and they say, if she had done that instead of that, or if we could do this instead of that. But if you take up the mantle, no matter how young you are, your voice is important, because if you speak about your platform, someone else is going to come up and say, but wait, I had the same idea and I do believe that will work. Soon after, you're going to have a number of people rallying behind you and your idea can become a reality. It's very important to advocate and to stand on what you believe.
All right, it's just about 7 minutes, moving up to the hour of 10. We are up here until 10:30 with Moesha Thomas and Meeya Francis, contestants, Moesha is contestant number 2 and Meeya is contestant number 1 with us. I know the telephone lines are going. Let me just give the ladies an opportunity. So we'll open up the lines just about 10 o'clock. I just want to get in some, a little chit-chat with the ladies, that are participating in the Miss Dominica pageant. I know listeners want to call in and throw their support. Maybe you want 2 questions, just to really clarify certain things of our ladies. But both of you are sponsored. Let's talk about your sponsor for a minute. Meeya, tell us about your sponsor.
Yes, so I'm sponsored by sister companies, Convenience Plus Inc. and Deconstruction Solution. Convenience Plus Inc. basically is for all your grocery items, so from your juices to your biscuits, milks, all grocery items. And Deconstruction Solution is for all your hardware and construction items. They also do rentings of truckings and backhoes. Convenience is located directly in Maho, opposite from the market, and Deconstruction is located in Jimmet.
Mm-hmm. Moesha?
I am sponsored by the Dominica National Lotteries Commission, and I believe all of Dominica know exactly what the Dominica National Lotteries Commission provides. I will continue to encourage us to remember that you have to be in it to win it, and that everything is possible. Keep on buying your tickets, whether it's for Big Four or the other games.
Daily 3, the Super 6.
Yes.
All of them.
Dominica National Lotteries they do have a history of supporting sporting and cultural events on island, of sponsoring these things. Therefore, it was no surprise that they became my main sponsor, as I am vying on the title of empowering women through sports.
Now, ladies, with your sponsors, that's a very solid backing in your journey through this pageant. Tell us, what does it mean for you to have the support of these financial institutions or these business places?
I must say it's very important, and I would also like to thank them as well for taking the opportunity to sponsor me, believing in me, seeing that I will be able to properly represent them, especially them being from my constituency. So I must say it's very important, and I'm very thankful for both companies for coming on board to sponsor me.
Mm-hmm. Moesha?
I believe that their sponsorship shows that they also advocate for sports development on the island, and I believe that is important. When you vie on a platform, what you are looking for is not only support, but other people who are willing to put in the work to help you develop that dream. And Dominica National Lotteries coming on board is a show of very strong support, and I thank them so much for that.
Well, trust me, it's a lot of work. Some people might just see all the glamour, the beauty, and everything that comes with the Miss Dominica, but it's a lot of work. A lot of sleepless nights, late nights, early mornings, cutting back on certain sweets. You know, the ladies, you have to cut back on the certain foods, to ensure that you stay in shape, for certain things. But what do you do? What are your hobbies? What are the things that you do to escape from all this, busy days that you're having, after, a long day, maybe in the gym, on stage, with your chaperones, with your seamstresses, the costume builders, and everybody else. And what does Meeya do, or Moesha do, to say, okay, I need a break, I need a breather, I need to do something that is me, to get me, calm and cool and relaxed during this journey?
So usually what I do, I would take like at least one day off in the week, well, in the month, and I would just go out and enjoy my own company. Go out to eat, have a lunch somewhere, or even go to like a beach or a river where it's refreshing, because I do love nature. I enjoy nature, so go to the beach or river, just enjoy some me time.
And what about your hobbies?
So my main hobbies are actually hiking. I love hiking. So once I do get free time, I would definitely go out into nature, look for a waterfall or a river, or just do like a short hike, just to free my mind.
Moesha, what about you?
Well, you are right that preparations are hectic. It seems as though there's not enough hours in the day to do all of the things that I need to do. However, and although I do not have any time to hike at all, I love the outdoors as well, but absolutely no time. I am a fanatic for compa music. And so simply
hence the reason why you're the French teacher?
It helps with that, yes. And simply putting my headphones in, whether I'm on the way to when I'm on the way to the next place that I need to go to in the day, that is what I consider my downtime. I also love fiction novels. I have not read a complete novel since the start of the Miss Dominica journey. However, I'm doing piece by piece as I go, and the action helps me go to a different world. My imagination is working, so it takes the focus off of the pressure of everything that needs to be done.
Trust me, I would have understand, from day one, you had a life before, and now you're basically on the go every day. Every day, and you always have someone telling you need to wear this, you need to do this, your hair needs to get done. There are some other days you just feel like, okay, my hair, I just don't feel like doing my hair. I just don't feel like wearing makeup. I just don't, but how does your family, maybe your friends, who were so close with you before this pageant, right now to the point where you don't really have time? You might, WhatsApp, you maybe in some chats with your friends, and now you barely get a chance to even take a look at the 300 and something messages from that chat. How do your friends or your family cope with that?
I have their complete support, as my friends, that is, and they are rallying behind me so strong. They understand that the time that I had before, I do not have that anymore. But it's a matter of, they do not even ask me, what are we doing this afternoon or so on. They know that I have no time. So it's, when I do get a message, it's to support me before I go into an interview. Or it's to wish me all the best before I step out into a review. And that itself takes off some of the pressure, because I know that their expectations are of me going out there and doing my absolute best. And when we are done, when everything is in place, we will have the time that we need. As for my family, I am so thankful for them. because you need people to do the tidbits for you. When I am done with work and I have to go from this place to that one, when I do get home, it's late. And to know that there's people at home who are going to do the little things for you. You know, you need to get ready for an interview tomorrow, you need to get ready for a review tomorrow. So they are going to think about all of the things that you might have forgotten. When you get up in the morning, some of these things are already handled, and that is a pressure off of you.
What about you, Meeya?
Yeah, so for me, it's also the same. My relationship with my friends and my family hasn't changed. You know, no hard feelings there. But I do see all their support, see all their messages, and once I do have time, I will reply to them. They do call me now and then to just give their words of encouragement, support. So they are supporting me, and they don't have any hard feelings for now.
All right, then. It's just about 2 minutes after the hour of 10. I promise that I'll open up the lines at just about 10 o'clock. 1-800-327-448-3284. Road to the Throne. Let's go to the telephone. Okay, we missed that call. 1-800-327-448-3284. That is the number to call to get you on with the ladies here this morning. Let's go to the telephone. Road to the Throne. Good morning.
Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning.
And good morning to the beautiful ladies. I am calling in support of Miss Moesha.
So
Good morning.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Moesha's community. I'm calling from Petite Soufriere.
Yes.
One of the most resilient community in Dominica. I can say that after Erica Maria and what happened most recently in November.
So
Yes, I just want to let people know that Moesha is coming from a very strong family, a family with lots of love. And Friday, the world will see the support that will be given to our queen. Moesha is our queen, and we want her to know for thick and thin that we are going to be there to support her. We have persons from Canefield, Toronto, Mopo, Deepa, Saint-Sauveur, Good Hope, and of course, Petite Soufriere going to be there in full numbers to give Moesha the support that she needs to carry her through this activity, this event. And we are just so proud of her. I am listening and just getting goosebumps. I am Moesha's first cousin, and you see them grow, but it's not that he doesn't see the potential. But when she's speaking, I say, yes, this is what you call true gem of a community. I know she stumbles a bit, but she flows and she shares her experience. And I just want to share something about her platform. Sports is very important, and if we actually go looking into the benefits of sports, a lot of the social problems that we are having, it will be eliminated for sure. So I know Moesha and Lilia is there to give you full support with your groups, because this is part of what I do, and I just want you to know the sky's the limit. We're gonna rock Friday, Dudu. We're ready and we're waiting. No power.
All right, thank you so much for calling.
Welcome.
All right then. Support for Moesha Thomas. So ladies, let's talk about your preparations for the actual date of the show. Just before we get into that, let's just take this call. Road to the Throne, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Momo, good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is your mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
Momo, listening to you, I am so grateful to God. And I want to tell you, I just wishing you everything nice from now until that day. And I pray and I know you are going to make us proud. We are behind you 100%. Have a nice day, Momo, and I'm listening.
All right. So that's the nickname from Mommy, Momo.
Momo.
All right. So ladies, the nights of the show. How are your preparations coming on? Meeya?
Well, sorry. So far, preparations has been coming along well. There are a few challenges. Obviously, everything has challenges, but it has been coming along well thus far. I would say my biggest challenge throughout this entire journey would definitely be wearing heels all day, because prior to going up for the show, I would usually wear sneakers or sandals. I never wore heels. So wearing heels every day is a big challenge for me, but I'm definitely getting there. So we're currently just having all the knots tied up for the show, but we're getting there.
Moesha?
As I mentioned, preparations are hectic with work on top of it. And I think the most difficult part is trying to be refreshed before every session. Going into your question and answer practice, your talent practice, bringing all your energy is difficult because you're exhausted after a long week. However, we are doing everything that we can do, and I have an amazing team behind me. Right now we're tidying up because it's so close to the show. We have very little time. We're just ensuring that everything is going to be amazing on the night.
Okay, so take me through a normal day. Well, not normal before the show, but now, which is your new normal, your new norm. Take me through what it's like for you. You wake up at what time in the morning? What you run through the day, and by the time you hit the sack, what time is it? Meeya?
Okay, so I work for 9 o'clock in the morning. So from 9 to 5:30, I'm at work. Then right after work, I would go into practice sessions, so walking sessions and communication sessions. Then right after that, I will also have more communication sessions. And after that as well, I would just go ahead and do some reading, research on the topics, and just build my, talk to myself in the mirror, build my public speaking, and then I'll go to bed.
That's a wrong time.
About like 10, after 10, 11, about there.
Okay. What about you, Moesha?
I am usually up at 4:30 because I have to mentally prepare for my day. So I need 30 minutes for that. And from 5, it's preparing, putting everything together. I have to be at work for 8. And from 7 o'clock, I am out of the house. When work is done at 3, usually classes are done by 1:30, but you have to stay to ensure that you're prepared for the next day. When I leave work, I am off to the gym. I'm off to the gym from 3:30 to about 4:30. Then I'm speaking about a Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I'm off to DDA sessions, to the Discover Dominica Authority sessions that they have for the Queens. After that, I have a session with my chaperone, whether it's walking or question and answer review with one of my team members. When I get home, I am practicing all by myself because I want to ensure when I go into the sessions with my team that I have something to give. My days are absolutely long. They are long. And when I do get home, sometimes it's about after 10. When I get home, there are things that I need to do, and I usually go to bed after 11. And I'm up the next day for the same time.
Same thing.
Yes.
All right. So you spoke about your chaperones. Tell me, who your chaperone. There's a main person. I'm not too sure if there's an assistant now, but tell me about your chaperone.
My chaperone is Mrs. Regina Walsh. We are related. We found out we were related when I asked her to be my chaperone. She's from the community of San Sauvé.
Yeah.
Yes. She's everything I could ask for in a chaperone. Very helpful, very, very, very supportive. Yeah.
Okay. Meeya?
Yes, my chaperone is Omian Charles. So firstly, Omian was my supervisor at Clare Harbour when I just came onto the Farmers Department, and she is currently now a manager at Clare Harbour. I must say she's a very awesome person. We have created a great bond throughout this journey, and she's doing a very great job with me. So I'm happy I have her.
Omian Charles, that's a former Carnival Mother's Queen.
That's correct, yes.
All right. I know the name sounding quite familiar. All right. So, ladies, the support, the night, there are a few rounds that you'll be excited about. There's this round that you just want to get over it, and then there's the round that you just want to have that round for yourself. Tell us about those rounds, Meeya.
So for me, I would definitely say the swimsuit round would be the round I'm looking forward to, because I feel that it's the best round to basically show off my confidence and show off my body. because I have received comments about my size. You're so small and so on. So I like to make everyone know that I love my body, and I'm going to showcase that for sure. And my list, the wrong I list look forward to would definitely be the question and answer wrong. You go through the whole show, you're tired, and you have to now sit and think of a response, calm and collective. So I would definitely say that's my list, the list wrong I'm looking forward to.
Okay. Moesha?
I am looking forward to the costume round. Because I think it's the easiest one. You simply get out there and you showcase your costume, right? You move. There's not a round that I am not looking forward to. I am preparing adequately for all of the rounds, but my favorite would be the costume round. Yes.
The costume round. We're looking forward to the costume round. Let's go to the telephone. Road to the throne. Good morning.
Good morning, Kim.
Hi, good morning.
And good morning, young ladies.
Good morning.
You see that platform you have about mental problem?
Mental health in men?
Yes. It has been 2009. I've been suffering with a son who has that problem. And please, I would like you to talk about a rehab in Dominica. Because I'm suffering through it. Because they are doing things that are wrong, and where they put them in prison. And prison is not for people who has an issue. Because they are going there and they are coming out worse than how they are. You putting them in the psychiatric for only 2 weeks. They come out and they go back into this. Well, he has a mental problem and he's still on drugs, so he has double problem. And he's coming out, and when he comes out, he go back to the drugs. So we need a place to, yes, we need a place to put them. All people saying, oh, they have a family. Yes, but even though they have a family, sometimes the family cannot do everything.
What about the saying that it takes a community to raise a child? What about a community
now, Kim, right now we don't have a community to raise a child. Right now people more, it's like instead they help them, they more talk about them or give, say things that are not right, and the head is not good, but yet still they're in the society, and people, my son is abused of people hitting him blows because of his of his ways, of the things he does and the things he says. My plea is we need a rehab in Dominica. That's all I need, a rehab in Dominica. Because right now, all those who has young people, I'm in suffering, but what about those that coming behind of those that are suffering right now? My plea is a rehab. Please speak about a rehab on your
platform.
On your platform for me, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you
and
so
I wish
much.
you all the best.
All right, then.
Thank you.
Meeya, you've been tasked with a responsibility there to advocate for a rehabilitation center.
Yes, and I definitely agree with what she stated. Recently, I had a visit to the APU Center in Goodwill, and I was privileged to speak with a few men who were going through depression and eventually lost their mental state. And they did mention to me that they would like to see a rehab center be created in Dominica again. So that is something definitely I would like to work with higher authority to bring back in Dominica for sure.
All right, let's go to the telephone. Okay, we lost that caller. 1-800-327-448-3284. It's just about 10:15. We've got about 15 minutes left on the program with our ladies, our beautiful ladies. Contestant number 1, Meeya Francis, and contestant number 2, Moesha Thomas, on the Road to the Throne program right here on DBS Radio every Monday. It's a twist with our talking point for the carnival season. Ladies, we have, I observed for the opening parade, number of the little ones, the girls, in awe. I remember standing right next to Jay's bookstore, and, the queen contestants were passing by, and, these little ones just waving with all their might, trying to get the attention or one of you all just to look in their direction and just give them a smile or a wave, just marvel that the queen contestants. What do you say to little girls, young ladies, maybe one day will be striving to participate in the Miss Dominica pageant?
So for my parade on Saturday, I did experience that a lot. We had a few little girls who came up to me and they said, "Oh, I love your float. I want to come on board. I want to be a princess," and so on. And I remember talking to a few of them. They came around me and they took pictures and so on. And they told me that they wanted to be a princess. So I told them that, they can be eventually. Be confident, and whatever you want to do in life, go ahead and do that. And they were so excited. We took lots of pictures. We had a fun time together. We spoke for a while. It was a really great experience, I must say.
What about you, Moesha?
To be a Miss Dominica is both a privilege and a responsibility. It is an amazing opportunity. If as a young lady you want to vie for that, you have my full support, for sure. I do believe in you. You are capable of it. However, oftentimes we talk about all of the good things that are coming from an opportunity and not everything else.
The challenges.
I am going to focus a little bit on the responsibility part. It is going to take a lot. You have to ensure that you're ready to represent your country. You are ready to be an ambassador for the youth. You have to ensure that you are ready to put in the work to put on an amazing show and be an advocate for your platform even after the cause.
All right, 1-800-327-448-3284, the numbers to call. You're overseas and you want to call in, 305-432-9744 are the numbers to get you on the air this morning. Road to the Throne for today, Monday. It is already the 23rd. Ladies, the time is getting closer and closer. Just a few months ago, just last year, around Creole Festival,
yes,
you made your first appearance to the public. How would you describe that journey thus far?
For me, I must say I am enjoying the journey so far. It's very challenging. There's lots of things to do, However, I am enjoying the journey. Where I have built a lot of self-confidence, public speaking, all those I have developed throughout the journey. So I'm very thankful for this journey, I must say.
Moesha?
The experience has been very knowledgeable. I have learned things about myself that I did not think I was capable of, for sure. And from where I started to where I am today, with all the challenges, I would do that all over again. I would sign up to be a contestant for the Miss Dominica pageant all over again because I have seen myself grow in ways I did not think I was capable.
All right, let's go to the telephone. Road to the Throne, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling to put my full support behind Moesha. I'm confident. We feel she makes us proud. We are just waiting for Friday night to give her the balance of the support, and on the night of the show, we know that she's going to do her best, or she's doing her best right now, and we are so proud of her. Moesha, keep your confidence, keep your smile, and just go for it, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Caller, what are some of the important lessons you've learned through your journey in being a contestant for the Miss Dominica pageant?
Go ahead.
Well, I've learned to always believe in yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You are capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. And always be bold, be confident. You need to ignore what people have to say about you because they will definitely have things to say about you. So go ahead and just be bold, be confident, and be yourself specifically.
What about you, Moesha?
The first time I spoke, I mentioned at the end of my speech that doubt kills more dreams than failures ever could. And there was this one review where I sat and I was completely nervous. Usually I would get a hold on it, but in that moment I allowed the doubt to fly and I could not catch myself. At the end of it, I believe that I could have done much better if I had allowed my practice and my confidence to flow. And so that is one of the things that I have learned, to never let that doubt fly. Put a tap on it very early. Also, as much as we may believe that we know so much, constructive criticism goes a long way. The people speaking to you and giving you advice, although you may not always love what they have to say. They are giving that advice for your growth, and it's important to take that.
All right, we have a caller on the line. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm calling from Petite Soufriere again. My name is Meeya Francis. I'm the Assistant Cultural Officer for the Eastern District, so I would like to put my support for Moesha. I want to wish her well. She's also my immediate family. My mom is her aunt. So we are all in this together. I want her to know that we love her, and we are praying that everything will go well for her come Miss Dominica 2023. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. From Petite Soufriere, of course, the constant listeners of DBS. So trust me, I know Petite Soufriere people always tuned in. Just before we leave, with the whole background of the Miss Dominica pageant, which of the queens would have, just stood out for you over the years? Which of the queens you would have just said, one day I want to be like that queen, or, emulate her, or be like that queen, or Miss Dominica queen?
Okay. I believe I've taken something from not just one of the queens, but from all of the queens, because personalities are different, stage presence is different, and so from watching the different pageants and the different queens grow, I have taken something from each of them. I believe, though, that Miss Marisol John, yes, one of the past queens, from what she did not come from so much support, and when she started, I got to know that she was sort of like I was, very reserved and so on, and to see what she was capable of, what she made out of herself, I've taken from that.
Okay, what about you, Meeya?
For me, I would say Les Lassa Amor, due to the fact that she's so poised, well-spoken, and also for her love for dance, because she also taught me ballet back in high school, and I also do love to dance. So I would definitely say her. She is a great role model and has been a great ambassador for Dominica as well.
Thank you so much, ladies, for that. Let's go to the telephone. Good morning. Welcome to Road to the Throne. Hi, good morning.
In support of my sister.
Hello, you will have to call back. For some reason, your line is not clear enough. So just call me back quickly, because we are running out of time. It's already 10:24. We have just about 6 minutes. I have to give the ladies their time to wrap up, and of course, as they go on their merry way, maybe back to school, back to Clear Harbor, maybe to a practice or some review. All right, so let's get to the telephone. Road to the Throne, good morning.
Good morning, and I just want to say good morning to the two lovely ladies you have here with you today.
Thank you.
Moesha Thomas, this is Indira. We are with you, not only 100%, but I can tell you we are with you 1,000%. We are so very, very much excited to have you as our queen contestant. And I am telling you that on Friday we're going to have a blast. Today's Monday and I'm already feeling it's Friday. So girl, just do your best. Just do your best and we are with you no matter what, okay? We love you and continue to do what you're doing for our village, okay? Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right then, thank you so much. Well, it's just 5 minutes left, and let me just give the ladies their opportunity to just give their final words on the Road to the Throne, a journey that's most young ladies experience and will never forget for a fact. Meeya Francis, your final words.
So I would like to say to everyone listening, especially to our young girls who are interested in going up for a show or even a pageant, I'd like to let you know that anything you want to do, go ahead and do it. Always be confident and believe in yourself. Be bold. Ignore all the negative comments from people who may say, no, you're not capable of doing this, your size, and so on. You are able to do what you set your mind to do, and go ahead and be yourself.
Moesha.
Yes, I want to thank all of the people who started the journey with me and is going to complete it with me and going to go further than that with me as well. Thank you so much. And to the people in Dominica listening, I advise you and to come to the show on the 16th of February. You are listening to the young ladies. All of the young ladies are well spoken, intelligent, have something different to offer, so I can assure you that the show is going to be a blast. And thank you again to my sponsor, my major sponsor, and also to the people who have partnered with me and showed their sponsorship along the way. Thank you.
All right. February 16th, the show starts at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
8 o'clock, bang on time, maybe just about 7:30. Ladies will be backstage. What would be your mental state then? Just before we leave, what would be going through Meeya's mind, Okay, show is about to start. We have just about, let's say, half an hour to go. Where would be you mentally would be at?
Hopefully, I will be calm and poised. I'm hoping, but definitely while I'm there, I will definitely say a little prayer, make sure everything is fine, and just keep calm and put my best foot forward.
Moesha,
I surprise myself, so I cannot say what I will be like on the night of the show. I have seen that sometimes I say I'm going into this and I'm brave, I'm calm, and then when I get there, I'm shaky, right? And then there's other times I believe that I'm going to be nervous, and when I get there, I'm calm, I'm ready to go. So we're going to see. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to see.
All right,
Yes.
and ladies, I do wish you all the best. And above all, I love the platforms. I do hope that, after the show, after the 16th, that you continue with the platforms. Not just selecting those platforms for this pageant, but something that you can build on as you go through, put a team of people to really work on those platforms with you. So I do wish you all the best for the night of the 16th, but also in your future endeavors. I do wish you all the best. Ladies, thank you so much for being here with us there this morning.
Thank
and
you.
all the best. Have a
Thank you
wonderful
as
day.
well.
You too.
All
Yes.
right. All right, so that's it for us on Road to the Throne. It's just a twist with our talking point on a Monday. As you know, it's Whitey Kobody Monday, where we focus everything on Dominica. Our guests were contestants, contestant number 1, Meeya Francis, and contestant number 2, Moesha Thomas. Be sure to tune in next Monday. God willing, we'll be with contestant number 3 and 4. Stay tuned to DBS.
And who can say